Hello, spectators, and welcome to the show. It is your host, MosaicArts, here with the 5th stream of Minecraft Hardcore mode. Last time, we finally finished our general mob farm. A really good, really big step for us, as you're able to see right here, because now, in the future, we're not going to have to be worrying about mob loot anymore. And, in fact, not for a while. That is some really good stuff right there. Just, testing my audio real quick. Something might be up with it. Okay, I'm going to say it one more time. Hello, spectators, and welcome to the show. It is your host, MosaicArts, here with our 5th stream of Minecraft Hardcore mode. So, I had said my opening before because, yeah, I thought I had the thing on, but as you know, by accident, I forgot to turn it on. But it should be fixed now, so here I am. But yeah, like I was saying, last time we finished our general mob farm, and that, in fact, is going to be a really good step of progress. See, we can just take them out like that, which is really good, and we get stuff. No more effort needed. Hey, Scene, welcome to the stream. So, this time around, our plan, in all honesty, is, well, for one thing, shoot. For one thing, actually, we're honestly going to get more torches to put around here, because, shoot, they keep falling off the side. That's really annoying, to be honest. And also just kind of dangerous, if I have to be honest with you. We don't have any stuff left. I was just playing Silksong, and I'm currently stuck on a really, really hard boss. Yeah, I've heard a lot about Silksong's difficulty. It's a pretty tough game, from what I've heard. Which, yeah, pretty difficult stuff, to be honest. What the? That's so weird. My thing was like jumping on its own. That is really strange. Yeah, don't know what's that. So, anyone want to do? Did that one fall off too? No, good. Because that has been getting pretty annoying, to be honest. But yeah, one of the things I'm trying to do right now is just light this area up a bit more to make sure no other mobs spawn here. You know, while I'm away. Because that would be bad. That would be no good. We back? We back? Yeah, it's just, I disconnected for a second. Like, my Wi-Fi today, as a heads up, has been a little bit spotty, so there is the possibility that during this stream, I might lose signal here or there, in which, of course, I'll just put up another stream if that happens. But yeah, I just wanted to warn you about that. How are there 2 creepers down here? Are we still not high enough? I guess it's possible, which, yeah, that's a problem. If that is, in fact, what the case is. Stop dodging my shots. I didn't even know they could do that, if I have to be honest with you. Like, dodge your shots, to be honest. It's pretty annoying. But yeah, so here's what I was thinking. So because of the fact that we now have infinite XP, what I was thinking of doing, if I'm able to get more string, is making a fishing rod and going fishing for, what is it now? Yeah, seeing if I can find some enchanted books by fishing. If not that, I actually think I have even a better idea that I just came up with. Let's go to that village that we found before and see if we can get a librarian there. Yeah, that is actually what we're going to do today. There we go. We have some leather. We can get a book, but I think we need a bookshelf and slabs. So, yeah. That is what we're going to do. The boss is hard because she's really tall, excuse me, and it's hard to jump over her. She does double damage. You have short invincibility frames and unpredictable patterns. Wow, that sounds like a challenge for sure. Best of luck beating her. Let's see. Okay, jungle slabs. And there we go. Lectern. Because here's what I'm thinking. If we find a cleric in this village that we can trade rotten flesh with, that would be really good. Because what this means, effectively, is... What does it mean? What does it mean? Yeah, this effectively means that, like, we'll be able to actually get a good number of emeralds, which we then might be able to trade with the villager and get, like, enchantment books. Regarding enchantment, I'm thinking I'm going for right now, I think Fortune is actually probably the best one for me to go for right now. If not, like, you know, some fishing rod enchantment. I don't know. I am thinking it over. And I'm, in fact, open to the... Wow, I didn't realize it was this close. But yeah, I am open to the chat suggestions about what I should try to get from the villagers. Because I do think that would be really good to think about. I also began a new series called Full Metal Alchemist. I've only seen 2 episodes. It's currently a little weird and confusing, but it's one my cousin wanted me to watch. Yeah, I've heard of Full Metal Alchemist. I haven't watched it, so I guess we'll see how it is as you continue it. Let's see. Okay, so this is a farmer. We'll trade potatoes for emeralds and beetroots for emeralds. Okay. That could be useful since we also have our own farm. Oh, it's an iron golem. Let's just be careful how we're clicking. Because one wrong move could be bad. Like, seriously, like, it's crazy how many hardcore worlds I've actually seen end because people were careful around them. The suggestions I really just get good stuff that can help you survive longer. I don't know. Yeah, I'm wondering what specifically I should try to get, Ludwig. That's more so what I'm trying to figure out. Let's see. There's a cartographer. Yeah, I'm thinking of, like, getting rid of, like, one of these villagers' jobs? Or a different one? What is that? Oh, it's a donkey. Do they sell potions? No. But I know they sell stuff to make potions. Okay, I can absolutely use this. The Fletcher is staying. Oh yeah, the Fletcher is staying. Let's, in fact, make sure he doesn't lose this trade by doing this real quick. Yeah, no. The Fletcher is staying. There we go. That could be just... Oh, man, that could be so good in the future. Seriously. So, we are going to do that real quick. Yeah, because, like, literally, there's a jungle in which just has, like, more wood than I can ever imagine in it. Like, that could be great. In fact, let's actually trade a little bit more with that one. Alright, so... Give me yo emeralds. 32 sticks for 1 emerald piece? It doesn't seem like a fair trade for the villager. Ha 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 ha. Now let's see what other trades are open. Let's see. 2 emeralds for a bow? That's also pretty good. And then 26 flint for 1 emerald. Meh. I don't really care much for that. I just care about this. Bam. 9 emeralds. Neat. But yeah, like, I already have a bow, so I don't really need it right now, but, yeah. Pretty nice. Okay, so, is there a cleric here? Cleric, is that what I'm looking for? I'm looking for the one that, like, has the brewing stand in their house. And, like, yeah, I can use the trade. There. Whoa, I didn't even know there was emeralds in here. I'm gonna take those real quick. If you don't mind. And you can get bread for emeralds. Yeah, I don't really care much about that, if I have to be honest. It doesn't seem like there's a cleric here. Which, yeah, that's pretty unfortunate, because, yeah, I could trade rotten flesh with them. And, yeah. Being able to do that would actually be pretty good. Just too bad I can't, because, again, no cleric. I also tried the Knuckles EXE game we streamed yesterday. It was really good, to be honest. Yeah, no spoilers, Ludwig, but I'm sure it was. I've heard only good stuff about it, to be honest. So crazy how the game depth showed up for the stream. Yeah, honestly, like, that doesn't happen every day. So it's really cool that took place. Okay, so, I noticed this mechanic that villagers have. It's like, you throw down bread. Wait, is this a cleric? Oh, there is a cleric! Never mind! Yeah, there is a cleric, I just realized. That's crazy. But yeah, I'm just throwing down my bread because it encourages the villagers to have kids. Yeah. So I'm just gonna try to do this for a while and see if anything happens. It could. I have more food, it's fine. It might go somewhere. Let's see. 7 emeralds for a map. Honestly, I think this map would actually be pretty good to... But honestly, let's just make one ourselves, probably. But yeah, the cleric is right there. So... Wait, no, that's the mason. The cleric... Where'd the cleric go? Is this the cleric? No, that's... Did I seriously just make the same mistake twice? Oh my gosh. Okay, no, that's the cartographer. I don't know where the cleric went. I have no idea where the cleric went. Okay, so I'm seeing that there's 2 farmers here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find the farmer that, like... Yeah, I'm gonna find the Oh! Oh. I guess that might be happening. Let's see. Bread, 1 emerald for 6 bread, 26 potatoes for... Okay, I'm gonna probably trade with this one because these trades just seem a little bit better. Oh, here's the cleric. 1 emerald for 2 redstone? Oh. Yeah. Yep, Ludwig. Okay. They just had Jones barbecue foot massage. I don't know if you watched Sunday. I don't know if you ever watched Sunday, Ludwig, or if you've ever heard of Sunday. Actually, if you know anything about early history of Minecraft, I'd be surprised you didn't hear of Sunday, but I know, like, the Lucky Block series he used to do, there was a joke about that where there was some song that was playing that, like, they changed the lyrics of it where it probably said something else, but then it said that instead. It was just kind of funny. Yeah. But, oh, shoot, the sun's setting, Let's get back home before something bad happens. Sally mean not now. Oh. Yeah, well, so basically, in Minecraft's far back history, yeah, I'm about to give you somewhat of a history lesson. There was this group of really popular YouTubers who called themselves Team Crafted, basically. In terms of the names of the YouTubers, their names were like, what were they? One of them's name was Sky Does Minecraft, one of them's name was Sunday, as I've talked about. One of them's name was like Beijing Canadian, one of them was named Jerome, one of them was named Minecraft Universe, and there was a bunch of other ones, and I guess like the reason they were called Team Crafted is that like they did a lot of collabs together on content. They like, yeah, they collabed a lot with each other. That was the biggest thing I know. But, yeah. They broke up a really long time ago as a team, but I do know that was something that they once did quite a bit of time ago, to be honest. So, that is pretty interesting. But, let's see. What am I trying to do? You taught me more than my history teacher? Really? Wow. Wow. That's if you're serious, and dang. Must not be a great history teacher. But yeah, that's basically what Team Crafted was like, is that there were a lot of YouTube. I guess I don't have potatoes. Never mind. Okay, whatever. Honestly, which villager tree I get rid of is a minor technicality right now. I don't really care too much for it. Right now, I am going to break one of the post things and turn the villager into a librarian. And also, why don't we... Okay, you know what? There's something we gotta do at this point. Yeah, I'm thinking of building a bridge to the village, so that every time I go, I don't have to do it. There's a really bad history teacher. He already just taught stuff. He just taught stuff we already know. He watched Netflix in class. Wow, that's pretty terrible. That is pretty terrible. And yeah, regarding where a lot of those YouTubers are now, I didn't get to mention this. Let's see. Sunday, he's still making content about a lot of different stuff nowadays. I know. Beijing Canadian, I actually don't know. I think he's still doing Minecraft stuff. The Jerome guy, I wouldn't know either, actually. Minecraft Universe, I don't know if he's still doing Minecraft stuff, actually. But Sky does Minecraft. That is a rabbit hole. Seriously, like, he actually got into some pretty crazy scandals, is what I have heard. Wait, so I broke that thing and he just turned into a... Oh, he doesn't know what to do, or she. I have no idea. But yeah, the villager doesn't know what to do. Nah, I think that villager did get fired. Oh, no, over here, no. You're not supposed to do that, villager. Or pretty sure the history teacher can get fired. Yeah. Typical dysfunctional school education systems. Sorry to say that the US also has a big problem with that, to be honest, Ludwig. Dysfunctional education systems. But yeah, we're not here to talk about that. We are here to play a block game that people call Minecraft. Put the boat here. Can you get out here, dude? Or do that? I don't know. No idea, but seriously. Get out here. Okay, that's it. I'm breaking that. Ha! I got you in my trap. Now get in the boat. Get in the boat. Get in the boat. Boom. Gotcha. Okay, but yeah, anyway, let's see the trade. Restoration 3. 24 papers. 16. Okay, so what are we going to do? Yeah, we're going to actually, like, trap the villager in here for a while. Sort of like it. I guess it sort of is. I know I've heard this crazy Minecraft conspiracy theory about, like, are we the bad guys? I gotta be honest, like, that's a whole rabbit hole of itself, the whole conspiracy theories about video games thing. Like most of them are just kind of silly, but sometimes I'm like, you might have a point. Like, I don't know. Some of the kind of stuff you do in Minecraft, it's like, let's see. You raid villages, you take their stuff, you, let's see, what other stuff do you do? That's the biggest one, to be honest, that immediately comes to mind. If I have to be honest, that's like, okay, who are you, and why are you doing this? And of course, we gotta put a torch in here, otherwise a mob could spawn here, kill the villager, and it despawns. Namely a zombie, and that would be bad. That'd be no good. Anyway, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna... Let me actually see if we can go to sleep. Like, is it a thunderstorm right now? I don't actually know. Let's actually check. It could be one mean we could go to sleep. Nope, it's not a thunderstorm. Okay. What we're going to do is break this over and over until we get a book that we're happy with. Okay. Hey, could you, like, the book? I'm gonna move this bed over here. And hopefully it works on the villager. Hey, could you change your occupation? Unless villagers can't change occupations on a rainy day or something. Let me just check this real quick. Yeah, like, let's look this up. Let's see. Can villagers change occupation? Change jobs in the rain. Oh! No, they can't change jobs during the rain. Thanks for nothing, rain. Love when you do stuff like this. Okay, so we are not changing the villager jobs right now, so we have to find something else to do. Maybe look for another village. That seems like not a bad idea. Right now, if I have to be honest. Alright. There's our place. Yeah. It's pretty random timing and also very unfortunate because it's just like, now we have to wait for the rain to stop. Which just, yeah. Gotta love that. Don't you gotta love that. Also, honestly, we should clean this village up a little bit, because it's like, hazards like this and disorderly stuff can be dangerous. The villagers could die, and that'd be bad, because then, if they die, we can't trade with them, as we know. So, we're going to get rid of this. Boom. Now the water isn't just spilling in a random spot. Whoops. Also, yeah, gotta be careful not to punch the villagers. We know why. The iron golems. Let's see. Some teachers are really rude and will yell at kids for the smallest reasons. Yeah. Yeah. The cartographer might also be good to trade with, because we have a sugarcane farm. Therefore, we have infinite paper, meaning infinite emeralds, potentially. Like, yeah, potentially, effectively, we have infinite emeralds. Also, let's, yoink some potatoes if they have any here. Let's see. I'm not seeing any potatoes here. Yeah. I'm not seeing any potatoes. Also, we don't know what time of day it is, because it doesn't rain in savannas, and even if we weren't in a savanna, you actually can't see what time of day it is, like, while it's raining, which is also pretty annoying. Yeah. Maybe we can make a sheep farm. That might not be the worst idea. But yeah. Trying to make more progress. One time a teacher yelled at me for blowing a bubble inside the break, violently grabbing my wrist and sounding really mad. I was only 7, so me cry. Wow. Man. Yeah, I've had pretty bad teachers too, like, for example, when I was in 4th grade, it was like, I had a teacher that he literally said he's like he literally called himself the second strictest teacher in the school. Yes, I am not kidding. Second. Unfortunately, my older sister had the misfortune of having the strictest teacher in the school. Both of them were pretty, like, hard on, like, a lot of stuff. Really not fun at all. Huh. That's a pretty big cave. Pretty big cave that is. But yeah, it's raining, it's pouring, I'm doing stuff in this hardcore world. So let's see. Oh no, the lag. Oh, the sun's setting. Never mind. Okay, good. The sun is setting, so that means we'll be able to continue trying to do the lectern trades. So know what? No, we're not going to go out here. We're just going to head back. Oh man, yes, see, this lag is terrible. Like, I gotta get back to base, like, before I run out of time, because, yeah. It's straight up dangerous being out at these times, as we know. Also, teachers getting mad at the kids for littlest things is a terrible lesson, because just because they're kids, they don't know they were the victim. Shoot, yeah. That absolutely can happen. Yeah, honestly, My 6th grade teacher also just had issues, also getting super mad. That's for like the smallest mistakes and not being perfect and stuff. And would just, it's just, yeah, just, she was just crazy. Seriously. But yeah. I think a lot of kids growing up, unfortunately, have had bad teachers at one point or another. It's really a problem. But much is something I absolutely do agree on. We all get crazy things in our lives. Yeah, I do agree with that scene. That much is definitely for sure. But let's see. So yeah. Go take care of the villager. What do you mean you don't know? Oh, I guess I have to break and place this down again. Ahem. Can you, like, become a librarian? No? Okay, now can you become a librarian? Yeah, seriously, Ludwig, they are. Wait, so does that mean the villager can get a job now? We're gonna try this again. What the heck? Can you please just... There we go. No, I don't think I want that. Paling, meh. Don't want a trident, not useful. Lunge 3? I don't even know what that does. Sweeping Edge 3. Pretty bad enchant. Three playable characters in Knuckles EXE, which would you say was your favorite? Yeah, honestly, on that topic, there were a lot of pretty cool sections throughout the game. Smite 4, maybe decent later on, but not right now. Fortune 1, I want higher Fortune, to be honest. Yeah, out of all of them, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, mine might actually be Tails also. I'm just not... That's not terrible, but honestly, I think it's better to get one we can put on our tools first, if I have to be honest with you. Density 2? Does anybody here know what that does? But yeah, honestly, I think Tails was my favorite too. Since I haven't said it. I'm just wondering if anybody here knows what Density 2 does. Because, like, I haven't actually heard of it before. Power 3. I mean, good, but honestly, again, I want something better than that. I'm thinking either Fortune or Mending, if I have to be honest with you. That's what I'm trying to get. Density 3, I still... Density does. And I'm not interested in... That might not be a terrible one, honestly. Can we just agree that that Eggman had the weakest gameplay style? Honestly, I think I basically do agree with that. It's like... I don't know. It was alright. But yeah, honestly, Flame is decent. We could get it, but I don't think we're going to go for it. Riptide 3. So I'm thinking I want to get something like either Fortune 3 or Mending, or Fortune 2 even is fine. Featherfall 3 is meh. Now in terms of which one will give us the only thing that's going to vanish here is that dumb book, because no way am I using that. Okay, so something very funny I kind of just realized about the Curse of Vanishing enchant is that it's straight up useless in hardcore mode when you think about it. Because think about it, it's like, the whole thing it does is that it makes your items disappear when you die. Exactly. It's actually kind of useless, which is kind of funny. Usually what happens when you develop the game from the things you develop first are the weakest. When you develop from the game, the things you develop first are the... Sharp 4, huh? I don't know. Doesn't have, like, enough utility uses to actually work us towards, you know, making good progress in the world right now, to be honest, if I have to be real with you. Because that's what I'm trying to go for, is I'm trying to go for an enchant that's going to really help us make progress. Okay, I just realized something. Protection might actually be a really good enchant helping us make progress, because if we get really good armor, it could be easier for us to go mining, to be honest. Now that I'm thinking about it. I never even thought about it with that logic, but maybe we want to actually consider getting protection. That is pretty fair. Huh. I suppose we can stick with this. Fortune might not be bad to have. I think we can stick with that for now, to be honest. I don't think I can either. But also, speaking of EXE games, no promises, but like, once I get finished learning Game Maker Studio 2, that's the game engine I'm thinking of using going forward in the future, because Click Team, as I've talked about very extensively in a lot of my like posts on like Game Joel and stuff, is not great at all. Like, it just... Do you want to know why? Looks like they were having a moment or something. I guess I interrupted it. But, what was I trying to say? Do you want to know why Cellcon DS took me 2.5 years to finish? Click Team Fusion. Yeah, Click Team Fusion is why Cellcon DS took me 2.5 years to make. Like, I genuinely think if I was using something like Game Maker Studio 2, which is so ironic because I actually was thinking of using that from the beginning, but then I just decided not to because I was familiar with, you lost almost 420 and 69 hours on making Cellcon DS. Yeah. A lot of time. I lost a lot of time on it. But hey, it was worth it, right? Because I get to hang out on all your streams now, right? I guess it was sort of worth it on that and play hide. Like, you're a pretty funny character to have around, to be honest. So I guess it was worth it somewhat. And people liked it. People had fun and stuff, but I really wanted Luigi Kid to play it, and M80 to play it, and neither of them played it. M80, I think he was trying to make time for it, but he just hasn't, to be honest. Well, Luigi Kid, I genuinely have no idea what's going on with Luigi Kid. On the other hand, to be honest, like, why he still hasn't gotten to it. But why I brought up me learning Game Maker Studio 2. So, something I have come to realize, just given my own circumstances with stuff, is that me actually getting the publishing and making original games that, you know, I can actually sell and things like that, and so I'll potentially turn it into, you know, a career maybe, and stuff like that, is a ways away. Because as I talked about, no funds, not enough connections, not enough programming skill, no infrastructure, no any of that stuff. All of that is just like a ways away. So what I kind of wanted to mention is just, I'm thinking of returning to making fan games again. I will let you guys take that in before I continue what I just said. But, yeah. I'm returning. Yeah, I'm considering it. Like, it's kind of funny. Like, we were just talking about this yesterday. But, yeah, maybe. Like, and then, you know, make Exodus.cpp. Maybe I'll make the Shapeshifting Horror too. I actually really want to, if I have to be honest. Because, like, if you don't know, I've honestly been thinking of making the Shapeshifting Horror since 2017. Or what is it, 2018? Either way, 8 to 9 years now. That is how long I've been thinking of making the Shapeshifting Horror for. Yeah, it's been in my mind for a while, making the game I'm thinking of making. So it's like, it could happen, just given my current circumstance with stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It's possible. Like, I'm still gonna definitely write, like, the literary adaptation of InfiniQuest and stuff, because, like, I definitely care a lot about that, and, like, I definitely have much more of the means to, like, actually, you know, make InfiniQuest in a literary form and stuff like that. So that, I'm still gonna be working on, but, like, actual games seem like they're a ways away now with my current situation I have going on. That's really the extent of what's going on there. So, in the meantime, I might find time to return to that. It's possible. So yeah, I thought it'd be great for you guys to know about that. Because yeah, I have the games ran as cancelled for now. But that could change in the near future. Mind you, I haven't made a full decision, but I have been considering it. Yeah. And yeah, I can see how it's a little bit surprising, because it's like, ever since finishing Subcon FDS, I haven't even touched fan games at all. And I even said, like, I have no plan to continue them, but I don't know. That might be changing. They really were more, like, on hold, to be honest. No. If anything, they were really canceled. I really was not planning to go back to them. But now things are at a place where I'm just like, that could be changing once I finish learning, you know, Game Maker Studio 2 and stuff. That could be changing. Because here's one of the things I feel like about why the Shapeshifting Horror the first time around just never really took off, if I have to be honest with you. I just don't think, honestly, the EXE community was ready for it yet, if I have to be honest, because there's a direction I plan to take it where, like, I really think, like, it might make a big impact, to be honest. Like, not going to go too much into the specifics now. Was it that making you consider returning to them? Well, like I kind of mentioned, it's like, yeah, I do think you'll be surprised seeing, to be honest. Like, there are some pretty elaborate plans I have for the Shapeshifting Horror. Exodus.cpp, I also have quite a bit going on with it, but Exodus.cpp is going to be a more smaller scale game, while the Shapeshifting Horror, that's the big one. That's the one I think, if I do pick them back up, you are really going to want to be looking out for. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, is like I said, at the time that I made the Shapeshifting Horror, I just don't think the EXE community was ready for it yet, and that's why it just didn't really take off. But now seeing these new games that have come out that have done really well, like Knuckles EXE, The Animal's Curse, Metallic Massacre, Tails EXE, The Failed Experiment, Tails EXE, The Monocle Spirit, and how Luigi Kid even did cover basically all of them, as far as I remember and stuff, and they got pretty popular and successful, to be honest. I really feel like the EXE community is now in a place where it's more, like, receptive to, like, I don't know, more daring, risky, like, EXE games again. Oh, demonical spirit. Yeah, I've heard stuff about it. I've heard stuff about it, Wonder. Yeah, that's... We don't need to think about that aspect of it, though, to be honest. We can talk about the game without thinking about what the creator did, you know. Anyway, how big scale will shapeshifting horror be? No spoilers, Ludwig. No spoilers. For now, I am not going to spoil anything. Like, I can't. I don't want to spoil anything. But yeah, I probably have some guesses of what the bad stuff is that the demonical spirit developer did, because, like, it's become too expected with the internet, but we're not getting into that right now. We're not going to talk about that. Of course not, because... No, just know there's a lot of people on the internet that do pretty terrible stuff that we are not going to talk about. That's all I'm going to say on that end. But yeah, regarding shapeshifting horror, all I'm going to say is I have elaborate plans. I'm just not going to say much of anything else. That is all I will say about that. If you do make it, I will make sure to make a vid on it. I'm sure you will, Ludwig. And I'm guessing Scene here will too. And yeah, Scene, I found your channel. I didn't realize you were actually doing a lot of YouTube stuff like I am too, to be honest. But yeah, pretty cool. But yeah, like, the way I see it, if and when I do return to fan game development, Exodus.cpp is the one I'm going to finish first, because, like, it is the much shorter one. But, like I said, when/if I do return, the shapeshifting horror is the one you really want to keep your eye on. That's what I will just say about that. But, yeah, it is looking very possible, because... Oh, yeah, I didn't get the answer. Yeah, pretty much. I found your channel looking for gameplay for Whisper of Soul, and you were one of the top results. Wow! Wow, I didn't realize. That's pretty amazing to hear, actually. Yeah. Honestly, the Whisper of Soul Let's Play, I would consider one of my proudest achievements, to be honest. You know. Other than Subcon DS, which I still can't believe I got finished. Yeah, because it's just, like... It was really long, it was really elaborate, it was one of the first of its kinds, to be honest. It was pretty successful. There was a lot of funny stuff that came from it, a lot of running jokes I still do even now that originated from that series and stuff like that. Yeah, honestly. So, that's really cool to hear that, to be honest. And yeah, that playlist I made has a lot of views on it, I know. It has, like, over 50K, I'm pretty sure, which I was shocked to find that out. Your Whisper of Soul playthrough changed my life. Yeah, I can tell, Ludwig. Yeah, no, I know you're not kidding. You've talked about it before. Honestly, it changed mine too, as I previously have talked about. Because it's just like... Without me doing that Let's Play, I don't know if I'd be doing YouTube the way I am now. If I have to be honest. I just don't know if I would be. And honestly, I don't know if I even would have made all those games. Yeah, no, seriously, because did you know one of the reasons I made Tragic Legacy? Now, me making Tragic Legacy, I was very much planning to make it even before this, but one of the things that really pushed me to finish it is that I figured by finishing Tragic Legacy, it would help get my name out there more. If, like, you know, I got it done, because, you know, I just showed people more of, you know, the kind of things I do, and things like that. That was actually one of the reasons I know I had gotten it finished. Like, there were definitely a lot of other factors why I made that game at the time that I did too, which, speaking of that, yeah, I still have not finished my developer commentary on that, because Whisper of Soul secretly the most important EXE game. Oh, no, that much is for sure, Ludwig. Like, Whisper of Soul's impact was massive. There was absolutely no denying that. Like, at all. Like, many modern... Like, it was massive in like, a way different from, like... I don't know. Like, it's probably one of the most influential, important games in the EXE community, if not Nightmare Universe and Spirits of Hell, or the original or the original, like, you know, version. If not those three, it would probably be Whisper of Soul, if it wasn't those three. And I gotta be honest with you, even if I have mixed opinions on these games, one more time, and what was the other one? PC port also had a big impact, even if, like, people I know are more mixed on its impact. It can't be denied that they had big impacts, to be honest. But also, Ludwig, I didn't get to answer your earlier question. You had the question about, what was your question again? It was, yeah, I know what you had asked about. It was, what's motivating me to possibly go back to them? Like I said, real-life circumstance. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but, like, let's just say life circumstances changed in a way where I can tell that, like, original games from me are just, that are, you know, of high quality and stuff, are just not going to be happening anytime soon. Because it's like, I can't write music, what other stuff? It would take a lot of time, there's just a lot of factors that are going into it, and then also, like, there's a lot of things, really, like, honestly, like, why I have that opinion. And then also, like I said, flat broke right now, like I've talked about previously. I could not fund that right now if I wanted to be honest. Again, not going to go into too much detail about all the specifics about that, but yeah, that much is going on, yeah. But, yeah, continuing, though, that is, in fact, looking to be the case with those two games. I'm just not going to say much else for now, but could be returning in the future. We will have to see how things go. Whisper of Soul was impactful and more personal than most other games made. Honestly, again, me too. I do agree on that. And I can really see how, because I know you've, like, talked about a lot of stuff. Anyway, where is the Fletcher? To you, at least. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Has been. Hold on. No. Okay. I think because of the fact I know a bug can happen with these trades if you're not careful, I'm also going to, like, buy a couple of these too, just to make sure nothing crazy happens to the trades. There we go. There we go. And now we just have to wait. Clay. Let's try to get some clay, perhaps. Might not be a bad idea. Now, I know you find it, like, in the water, so I guess we'll just head to the water right now. This should do. Or should it? I don't. No, it's pretty deep. But I do want to ask again your interest for coming back. How much is the region involved in the reason, you know what I mean? Honestly, surprisingly, not as much as I would as you might expect. Like, it'd be cool if he played my games, but, like, I don't know. Now, regarding his current challenge he has ongoing, the E-Execution challenge, I do want to make an entry for it, but I don't know if I'll have time to do that, specifically. Because it's like, sprite animation isn't really my thing, and, like, I don't know, it might just not be my thing, really, to do. So, like, we'll just have to see about that. But yeah, I think I know what you mean by, like, how much is he involved in your reason? A little bit, I would say. Okay, I'm gonna sleep at the village. Because the sun is setting. And yeah, that is, yeah, not good. Don't want to get absolutely attacked by the mobs. Get out of the bed. Get out of the bed. Aww. Yeah. Alright. There we go. Now the villager. Whoa! Wait! Whoa! What? Hold on! What the? Wait, I don't have a buck! Shoot, I don't have a buck on me! How did this happen? Oh my gosh! What? What the? Huh? That was a fortune book before, but that, oh my gosh, it's so really good! Hold on! Okay, I need to grab a book, I need to grab a book. I need to grab a book. What the heck? What? It was a fortune book before. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. What in the heck? How in the? And now all the trades were to change to it changes the mending? Oh, that is so crazy. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Please don't change the trade. Please do not change back. Please do not change back by the time I get back. Oh my gosh. How did that happen? That is nuts. Go before he gets rid of it. Before the Viperian gets rid of it. Go. The book is right in here. I don't know why I threw it in there, but we are running back as quick as we can. Oh my gosh, that's nuts. That's just so crazy. Like what? Like, that's just insane. Also, how many days old is this world? I'm actually kind of curious. I don't see a counter anywhere. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's see if he still has it. Let's see if he still has it. Let's go. Let's see if the villager still has it. We're going. We are going. Go. Okay, do you still have it? Got it! Oh my gosh, that is crazy. That is so crazy. I would not have seen that coming. Seriously, it's like, I meant to get a fortune book, but mending still isn't terrible, because now what we can do is we can put mending on, like when we get diamond stuff, we can put mending on it, and it will never break, especially now that we have that mob farm. Oh yeah, things are looking good on that regard. Also, here's what no, we should keep the, what is it? We should keep the, cartographer there, I think. Let's actually, honestly, we can break that, we can honestly probably let the, I would not want this villager to die, though. Oh, also, this villager needs to get out. Thank you for getting out. So, I don't want this villager to die, so I think we're just gonna leave them in there indefinitely. Yeah. This one doesn't have a job either, though. Okay, maybe we can get something from that one. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to make a boat. Yeah, let's hurry up and just... Did you ever think of hiring voice actors for your games? When we price some voices for IGF's upcoming Sonic comic? Honestly, not a bad idea, Ludwig. I think I will probably look for some people who are willing to do roles for it, because it really is going to be that kind of thing, to be honest. Like, the shape-shifting horror is going to be that kind of thing, so it's like, I do think it's worthwhile. Come on, there you go. Okay. Doesn't work. Unbreaking does not work. Okay. Yeah, I might actually, Ludwig, though, like you asked. I might even try to, like... If so, I can do a pretty good Sonic and Eggman. I don't think I can do a good Sonic. My GF thinks so. Ah. I might even try to, like, reconnect with, like, Sonic Gaming Hub and see what he's able to do regarding that. Because I do know that, like... He's really good at, like, logo design and stuff, and he might be willing to do it again. Like, did you know that he actually designed the logo for, what was it? Yeah, he designed the logo for Tragic Legacy and Sonic 1 Prototype. Yeah, I don't think I really ever mentioned that, but he actually designed those logos. Let's see. Florence. Axe broke. Yeah, I might be able to contact him about it. Now, I do think I would be doing, like, most, if not all, the programming work in my case, but honestly, that's fine, because Game Maker Studio 2? What about Game Maker Studio 2? Is a really good engine. It's, like, object programming based instead of, like... What is it? It's, like, object programming. You do object programming with it instead of, like... What is it now? No way. You do object-based programming instead of frame-based programming, meaning that, like, when you're programming objects in it, it's like, you don't have to program them again every single frame. It's just programmed like that across the entire application. Another really cool thing about it is that, like, you don't have to place blocks down piece by piece. You can just, like, drag them across. So, let me actually show you a Minecraft example of what I'm talking about. So, in Click Team, as we know, the way it works is like this. You have to place everything down one by one, and it's kind of tedious, right? Well, this is Game Maker Studio 2. Yeah, without that misplacement at the end. I am not kidding. That is literally how Game Maker Studio 2 works, and most game development softwares work. They're way more efficient. Yes, I know. They are way more efficient at what they do. This is why I almost encourage you guys to do this. Any EXE developers you know, encourage them to switch to Game Maker Studio 2 or, like, any engine that isn't Click Team Fusion, because, like, you are sleeping on a powerful tool that could make your game making so much easier than it is when you use Click Team. Like, pretty much the only barrier that I think is stopping people from switching to it is just, and this is what stopped me, this is why I spent 2.5 years on Subconf DS, is that I was used to using Click Team Fusion, but then this powerful tool was just sitting here this entire time, not being used, and guess what I did? I didn't use it, and I wasted a bunch of time that I could have spent doing something so much more efficiently with it. I gotta be real with you. Whisper of Soul probably could have been done in like a year or a year and a half with a tool like this one. If I'm going to be honest, I genuinely think it could have. Whoa. Okay, chat. Do you think it's worth going? No. Why am I even asking this? No, it's not. No, it's not. But yeah, that's the kind of difference Game Maker Studio 2 makes. That's the kind of difference it seriously makes. But yeah, it's like, I genuinely do think to some degree, so many of these games, like, they probably could have gone done so much quicker otherwise while I record that 52-second rant. Honestly, yeah, go ahead. Send that clip to people. Make it viral. Make it as widespread as you can. What I also just showed them about, you know, what Minecraft analogy I just gave them about the difference between Click Team and Game Maker Studio 2. Because, like, this could literally revolutionize, like, it could revolutionize EXE game development, fan game development in general. Because I think a lot of EXE devs mainly just do not know that, to be honest. That, like, this is the kind of tool you are sleeping on. Just because, like me for a while, a lot of people just aren't willing to learn new software when it's like, it could literally change your entire EXE game, and honestly, if you're interested in making original games one day, game development career, if you just learn it. So, yeah, I agree. Make it go viral. Send it to as many people as you can. Share it on any EXE server that you're on any EXE place you're on. Just get it around. Spread the word about how good it is. Spread that clip as many places as you can. That is what you want to do. Anyway, I think I have made my point clear. Let's talk about something else. So, in terms of what we're doing right now, we are trying to get a, fortune book. Hmm. Protection could be really good, but honestly, I think it's better to get fortune right now. Not what I'm looking for. Oh, I think we're running out of time. We'll try a couple more times, but time is running out. Okay. Let's just go to sleep as quick as we can. Make sure nothing happens to it. But also, I have to wonder if Sonic Gaming Hub actually knows I'm making videos again. Maybe he does or doesn't, I don't know. Also, anybody here know Jason Gamer 9000? If you start developing the shapeshifting horror, how long do you think it'll be until the game's releases? The game releases. A year? I don't know. A year. Maybe 9 months. That's what I think. It could be that long. His YouTube account was terminated. I think he made a new one. I'm pretty sure. Scene Wonder. But yeah. Maybe mention to Jason also that I'm, like, back in the business of making EXE videos. So I know he seemed to be a big fan of them, too. And might even be going back to EXE games as well. Because I know he seemed to be a pretty big fan when I was doing it, but then I just, had to move on for a while, but now I'm back. Let's see. Let's see. Aqua F. Does Iron Golem, like, go away? Like, I do not like this Iron Golem just looking over my shoulder like that, because it's just like, if I accidentally hit this villager at any point, all HE double hockey sticks is going to break loose. Let's just say the nether's going to break loose. Boom. Mending again, but I have mending already. Better falling. Also, Mosaic, do you have, like, a secret Discord account? If so, I'd like to be friends with it. I deleted my Discord accounts. Both of them. I deleted all my Discord servers. Absolutely all of them. I don't use Discord anymore. We are not going to go into detail as to why. Fortune book for 19 emeralds. Should I just take it, guys? I don't know if I really should. Yeah, I think we're going to wait for Fortune 2. To be honest, that just seems like a somewhat better idea here. Especially that price, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it. By the way, something that might be a crazy strategy to try that is pretty risky, but is worth trying is, like, deliberately letting the villagers get infected and then curing them. Because something I know is that if you cure zombie villagers, what is it? If you cure a zombified villager, you actually get discounted trades. So I don't know if this stacks on top of, like, the other potential ways it works, but, like, I know that that's something that can do that. And by the way, I know how to cure zombie villagers. Yeah, I know what you do. I don't need the power for it, I think. Golem's nowhere nearby. Yeah. Just check in. Anyway, lunch 3. Okay. Let's see. Ban arthropods. I gotta be honest, we might actually, ironically, go for a ban arthropod sword in the future. The cave spiders, man. Like, seriously, like, they're so scary that it's almost just like, it almost is worth, like, loading. Not right now, but definitely a possible future consideration. If anything, though, it's almost You can friend my game Joel again if you want. I might consider that, Ludwig. Yeah, that might not be a terrible idea. But, let's see. Efficiency 4 is really good, but, priorities. We're trying to get fortune because that'll actually snowball into us getting more resources. By the way, like last time, I'm going to actually have to wrap up stream in about 45 minutes. Nice! Okay. Great. That is best case scenario. That is amazing. Absolute best case scenario. Fortune 3? Fortune 3? Oh my gosh. I don't know if I could ever do that again if I tried. I genuinely don't know if I could ever do that stream again if I tried. Okay. Yeah. Give me. Thank you. 15 emeralds, huh? Okay, we need a buck as quick as we can get it. Okay, wait, so I just realized something. It was mosaic noises. Yes. Okay, lock in the trade with this. Boom. There we go. He's not going to change now, and now we can break this bookshelf, and now we have books. Nice. But yeah, he's also locked in, so... Yeah, you know what? I need to do something real quick, though. I just remembered. Yeah. We will replace it later, but we gotta make sure nothing happens to this guy. So, boom. Boom. But yeah, that was funny timing. But, yeah. Like I mentioned, though, there's a cow back there. I guess that's not a big deal. But yeah, just boxing them up because, you know. Fun fact, I actually made MosaicArts in class a few months ago. Alright, I'm back. I had to record that clip. Yeah. Yep, once again, lots of material for the Shorts channel. But yeah. Let's just put this here. Yeah. And... yeah. Make sure the zombies can't get in. Yeah, we want to do it before nightfall, because otherwise that would be bad. There we go. Wait. Wow, there's a blind spot. Yeah, good thing I caught that. There's nowhere they can get in, I'm pretty sure. There we go. So now, let's find that, Fletcher real quick. Yeah, what are we trying to do? Yeah, I know what we're trying to do. My family makes a bad audience. I remember watching something, they have like 0 reaction most of the time. Huh, oh, like the stuff in general, I'm presuming. That's what it sounds like you're mentioning, Ludwig. Yeah, some people just don't have much of a reaction to stuff when they're watching it. Or they're just not super, like, verbal about it. I don't know why. Some people just are like that. Can't wait to utilize the clip feature multiple times as VOD comes out in 2 to 3 weeks' time. Max out the stick counter. That's what I'm going to do. Sorta. Anyway, yeah. Talking about the clip button on YouTube, can't wait to use this one because it won't be available until after this one ends. Or after this one ends, yeah, because generally I private these streams and then put the actual archive on the VODs channel. But yeah. But yeah, that's what I was just saying earlier, is I'm going to have to wrap up in now about... It sort of can. It sort of can. Because sometimes there's such thing as reading too deep into a statement. Grandma's cabbage soup. Huh. I don't know, that sounds pretty normal, to be honest, because it's cabbage soup that Grandma made. Oh, shoot, there's a hole down there that a baby zombie could have gone into. Good thing I sealed it up. A baby zombie could have gone into it, or as I like to call it, a chickenless jockey. Chickenless jockey. Yeah. But anyway. Let's see. 45 logs. Making a bunch of sticks. Okay, so where is the Fletcher? Right here. What about Grandma likes only No! 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 Oh my gosh! I'm I'm not reading that. Oh my gosh, I'm not reading that. Oh my god. 13 string for a string. Did I just say 13 string for a string? Oops. That's not what I meant to say. Let's see. 22 fortune. Did I just say 22 fortune? What do you mean, Grandpa just... I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that. But yeah, anyway. I need one more emerald. Where am I going to get that? Oh yeah, clay. Okay, that's sand, not clay. This is clay. This is clay. It's a pretty random material that you find in the middle of, well, the ocean. In a word, sturdy. You can make bricks with it. You can also trade it with the masons in the villages. The only upside of it are the bricks. Everybody else, they build their house out of things like stone, wood, and like carpets out of wool and things like that. But we build them out of bricks. Anyway. But yeah. Let's see. Where is the... Yeah. Looking for the mason again. The mason's probably here. Yes. Boom. Thank you for the emeralds. Let's see. What about Dad uses his key to open Mom's paradise? Ludwig out of context. And boom, we have a Fortune 3 book. So here's where things become kinda a little bit goofy, if I have to be honest with you. Did you say goofy? Yep. Not you, Goofy. This game, Goofy. We need to find enough iron to make an anvil now. That's the next thing we need to do. So, yeah. And I call that a little bit goofy because it's just kind of like... we want to get more iron by using Fortune. But then, at the same time, it's like we need iron to even put Fortune on our pickaxe. We go back to the mines. Yes. So we back in the mines, got our pickaxe wing in front. And yeah, that's one of what my strategies were of why I made the general mob farm before I made anything else, is that because now we have a general mob farm. What is it now? Because of the fact that we now have a general mob farm, getting, what is it? Yeah, getting, EXP to put upgrades on our tools, like enchants, isn't going to be a problem now. And that could really help things just really snowball into, like, you know, us just making a lot of progress. Honestly, given how I've been having some issues with lag today, amongst other things, we're just going to strip mine. Also for safety reasons, we're just going to do that this time around. Like, I'm sorry, but, like, when your life is on the line, you gotta play things carefully. Like, seriously, you do. So that is gonna be our strategy. Because I just don't think we're quite ready to go to the caves yet. I gotta be honest, I'm probably not going to go to the Nether until I get a full set of diamond armor. Maybe even enchanted, if I have to be honest with you. Like, seriously. The mobs in there are no joke. I had one guy I used to talk to who, like, what happened to him? What happened? Like, yeah, he entered the Nether with a full set of iron armor, and he got, like, what was it now that happened? He got, like, 3 shot by a hoglin with full iron. No joke. So, like, yeah. Not a joke at all. The Nether is just no joke. By the way, I know I wrote on our world goals, one of our goals is to defeat the Warden, but I don't know about it now. It's just like, I'm not scared. I do believe we could probably beat one pretty easily if we got, like, a Turtle Master Potion Strength 2 and it just wailed on it with, like, a Sharp 4, like, Netherite Sword or something like that. But, like, I almost, like, if that's all we're going to do, it's almost just kind of like, I kind of don't want to do it now. Like, I don't know if I've talked about this. I'm not the biggest fan of the addition of the Warden. It, like, you worry about enough stuff in caves, but now you also have to worry about finding, what is it now? Like, whatever that ground is called. I don't remember what the ground is called, what the Warden is on. I don't remember what the ground is called, but I know it's kind of like if you make too much noise while you're in that area, the Warden will come and kill you and stuff. And from what I heard, they literally put the mob in as one that you want to avoid, is what I've literally heard because of that. And it's just like, yeah, that's not super fun, to be honest. Because from what I've heard, whatever the blocks are, I've met a Warden that's really hard to survive. Yeah, like, borderline impossible. Like, the Warden I've heard can, like, 3-shot you with full netherite. Yeah. If even that. Or no, it might even be, like, 1-shot you. I don't know. I don't think it's 1-shot. It's 3-shot, I'm pretty sure. You with, like, full netherite. Like, the Warden's just crazy, straight up. Like, the Warden is, in fact, a mob you want to avoid, but the Warden's also just not fun to deal with at all. Like, yeah, like, seriously, it's like... Also, I don't know, I actually find the Warden a little bit scary. Like, I don't know, I don't really like the Warden. Like, I've had kind of bad dreams about the Warden before. I'm not going to talk about them. So if the armor you have, you'll be 2-shot or 1-shot. I don't know, and I don't want to find out, but if I had to guess, probably 1-shot, if I had to be honest. If I had to guess. Maybe I'd survive with, like, half a heart, but I'd probably get 1-shot, if I have to be honest with you. But yeah, that's just what I'm saying, it's just... Honestly, they're just not fun to deal with. They're like hardcore world enders. Like, some people have lost hardcore worlds to Wardens, I know. Like, I don't know. Like, to me, it's like, it's a thing where it's like, I know, the reason they add the Warden in was a reason that, I know this is going to sound weird, coming from somebody who, like, regularly plays EXE games, but, like, I don't know how much I really like having, deliberate horror in my Minecraft. I know how weird that sounds from somebody who, you know, plays EXE games regularly and stuff, but it's kind of like, it's a thing of like, I play this game for this, I play this game for this, can you please not mix this into games that, like, I don't want it in? It's kind of that kind of thing in a way, because what was their whole philosophy behind it? It was like a thing where it was like, Minecraft, when you start playing it for the first time, is kind of scary, which I do agree that when you're playing it for the first time, yeah, Minecraft definitely can be kind of scary, to be honest, because it's just, like, a lot of different stuff. I actually remember my first time playing Minecraft. It was pretty scary, to be honest, just being attacked and not knowing what to do, and, like, a bunch of stuff like that. Like, I'm sure everybody has their own version of that story, to be honest, of, like, their first time playing Minecraft and how it was actually playing it. First-person horror is also a lot scarier the third person than third person. I think that's what you were trying to say, Ludwig, correct? But yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, is that the reason that they added the warden in is that they wanted to bring that feeling back, which I'm just like, I don't really like, to be honest, because it's just kind of like, I don't know. Like, to me, I just don't, and especially with a mob that, like, all you can do is avoid them or your A is dead. Like, I don't know. Personally, not a fan. Like, not a fan, personally. And the fact that they can, it's like, either you're going to completely just get steamrolled by this mob, yeah, the warden, like I talked about, or you're just going to completely trivialize it. It's just almost like all the other, I don't even know if you consider the warden a boss fight in, like, the traditional sense, because it's just kind of like, they've literally cited it as a mob that, like, you're supposed to avoid. So I'm like, is that really a boss fight at that point? Because it's like, it's pretty honest that with, you know, like, the Elder Guardian, the, Wither, the Ender Dragon, and, like, village raids, you're supposed to, like, fight them. There's supposed to be battles that you can actually go into and win, and stuff like that. With the Warden, it's like, either you are going to complete it's a kind of fight where it's like, it's so difficult where it's like, you are either going to completely trivialize it, or you're going to get completely steamrolled and lose your hardcore world forever. If you're playing on hardcore, and that's a mineshaft, I do not want to go there. Okay, I'm starting to think it might be time for me to just find somewhere else to do mining and dig at. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dig in a straight line this way for a while. How many blocks will I go? I don't know. But we are just going to go this way for a while and just dig until we just get far away. And then we'll dig down again. I'm not at diamond level yet, but that's fine, because I'm trying to avoid these places. You came to dig somewhere else. Yep. But yeah, so that's basically how I kind of am with the Warren. I'm like, I kind of dislike it as an addition, because even if you do manage to kill the Warden, you don't even get a reward. The only reward you get is, like, an item that actually can cause you to summon another Warden. If, like sometimes when you break it, to be honest. Like, that's effectively my opinion, is just not a big fan, in all honesty. Like, I feel like, I don't know, the additional Warden actively takes away from the game rather than add to it, if I have to be honest with you. That's basically just my whole opinion, to be honest. Because I feel like even when it comes to a lot of tougher mobs, a lot of the game has often added in, to be honest. Also, I think I'm going to stop mining most of these ores I find other than iron, because I'm actually trying to wait until I have, like, a fortune pick so I can then get a lot more of them and stuff. But otherwise, continuing on the topic, it's like, that's why, because, like, that's what I'm trying to say. When it comes to, like, the illagers, it's like, the illagers, for the most part, are actually pretty easy to avoid if you know what you're doing. And so it's like, for example, you can avoid pillager outposts. You don't have to go to woodland mansions. Like, raids only trigger if you do a very specific set of things that's, to be fair, pretty hard to trigger, to be honest. Water. That's annoying. Yeah, like, it's more water. Pretty annoying. It's kind of like that kind of thing with that. What's another example? Piglin brutes. Those you only run into if you go to the... What the heck is down there? More cave. Those kind of things only trigger if you go to bastions. So again, you can avoid them. Elder Guardians. You have to go to water monuments to fight them. The Wither. You have to summon. The Warden is a new worst mob. Kind of, to be honest, because it's just kind of like, it adds all this risk to going to, like, deep caves that I just don't like. And from what I've even heard, it's like, the kind of effect that the Warden has, you know, leaves places, spreads places. I keep finding this cave, and that's annoying. Yeah, the effect of the Warden spreads places, it literally spreads over time So it's like, once enough time passes, it's just going to overtake entire caves eventually, and you just don't really have a way to avoid it at that point. If I'm understanding things right, which, again, is just not fun. And it's not like you can just destroy all the, like, what am I thinking of? It's not like you can just destroy, like, the thing, the ground or whatever, because that'll just summon a bunch of warnings that'll kill you. So it's like, what do? You have to avoid it, and then it overtakes a cave over time and stuff. So it's just, like, not really a fun mechanic. It's basically kind of like, I don't know if you guys know this mod? Huh. It's another big cave. I don't think I like it. I guess we are not going to take a look. Yeah, we're not planning to take a look, to be honest. I think we need to go a higher Y level at this point, to be honest. Yeah, what am I trying to say? It's like, basically, I don't know if there's this mod. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. Okay, I'm not staying here. You think the worm will kill you this hardcore run, and if not, in the future? It could happen, but honestly, I'm planning to avoid the warden, if I have to be honest with you, because it's just like, to be fair, that's kind of the intended mechanic of the warden, but I'm like, that's kind of the intention, but I just don't know if I am super crazy about the idea of a mob that the whole point is that you want to avoid it, because it's just kind of like, you already have to worry about a lot in caves, to be honest. And so it's like, the idea of this mob that's specifically in the deep parts of it where the good resources are and stuff, that you also have to avoid in addition to all the other stuff that can kill you, it's just, to me, it's just not that fun. If I have to be honest, it's just really not that fun. Like, to me, it just takes something out of the game, I feel like. Yeah, that's just kind of my, 2 cents on the whole edition of the Warden. And my pickaxe broke. If not this run in the future, though, yeah, I did just answer your question. Yeah. I don't think so, but it's not impossible. I can say that, too. But yeah, that's basically kind of the way I feel. But also, even though it doesn't fit my usual channel branding, I know that Hightail came out recently. Would you guys, one of these streams, want me to try Hightail out? I'm pretty interested in trying it out, but I just want to know what you guys think of the idea of me trying it. Because it looks and sounds pretty interesting, to be honest. It's a lot like Minecraft from what I can tell. It's been in development a long time. I am kind of curious about, like, what it's like, to be honest. Didn't mean to screenshot. Let's see. Guess we'll just dig here for a while. You know me, I'll show for what I can, but yeah, it could be interesting. Got it. That's cool. Good to know. But yeah, I think we're just gonna dig for diamonds for a while at this point. Also, you talked about maybe playing Hollow Knight. You do for a stream of a vid or just your free time? I will have to actually figure that out, Ludwig. I have a lot of plans coming up already. We'll have to see where I fit it in. But yeah, as stated earlier, I'm going to wrap up in like 15 minutes or so now because got things to do and I can't put those off. Got some gold, but that's cool, but I am trying to find... Because just to let you know, it is a pretty long game and it's pretty hard as well. Yeah, I've actually heard that. So, yeah, we'll definitely have to see when I do decide to get to it, if I do. But yeah, don't really have a lot to say about what I'm doing right now. I'm just looking for stuff. But if you do play it, I do think you'll like it because it's difficult, but in a way that feels fair. Yeah, so kind of similar to, like, how I feel about a lot of those newer EXE games I played. That's good to know. Okay, we found some more coal. That's good, at least. Because now that means more torches, which is always a good thing. Avatar: The Last Airbender, do you have a favorite character so far? Is it too early to decide? I think it's probably still too early for me to decide, Ludwig, if I have to be honest. But yeah. Huh. There's another whole cave there. I found iron. That's at least good. But what's going on with this cave? I don't know. But iron, that's cool. So let's just pick it up and make sure we don't drop it. Let's not drop it. Do 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 do. But that would be bad in this case. It'd be no good. Huh. Honestly, not a terrible vein. I gotta be honest, I almost think we want to give this cave somewhat of a shot. Like, yeah, it's risky, but since when is hardcore not risky? If I have to be honest with you. I don't know, though. Now I'm suddenly just like, I'm not sure, though. I don't know how good it is, honestly. I don't think I want to do it. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I want to do it. I'm not ready, I don't think. We'll just leave this here for now and just go a different way. We'll just go this way for now. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to get more iron. I mean, is you're going to be ending soon, just finding a good path to a good cave could be enough. Yeah, it could be. It's just that it's like, these really big caves are just really dangerous on hardcore until you get, like, better armor, to be honest. You know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go back to that other cave I found before, and we're going to check it out a little bit. Because to be fair, we have iron stuff, so we're not completely defenseless in there. We should honestly give it a shot and just get the iron we need and then get out of there. So we need, like, what? 31 iron? Okay. Challenge accepted, I suppose. I hear zombies. Remember when your old hardcore worlds you found an insanely good cave? I honestly kind of remember that too. Maybe I know what you're talking about. I'm pretty sure. Is this it? This is it. Okay. Let's just sneak around at the speed of danger. I should maybe make new pickaxes. Might not be a terrible idea, yeah. Yeah, I'm just spraying, placing as many torches as I can. Because the less chance mobs get to spawn, the better off you are, and the better off we'll all be. And I think so far we're doing a pretty good job. Just placing as many torches as we can. Ah! Lock it off. Lock it off. But we want to get that iron, so gotta take this carefully. Okay. Okay. There we go. Yeah, not the cave spiders. The cave spiders are scary. Seriously. Okay, we have a few more torches left. Okay, 12. We still need, like... Man, how many more? Like, I think we need, like... Shoot, like, what? 18 more, I'm pretty sure? Or... Yeah, I'm pretty sure we need a lot. Or 19, even. I mean, I think, to estimate, we probably need to find about 3 more veins. Okay, there's one. Just want to make sure there's... Ah! I looked away for like 2 seconds, and that's... Oh my gosh, why is my sword not in my... I don't know why my sword is not in there. I genuinely thought I heard a creeper. Okay. Just... Okay, we're finding a lot of stuff, which is good. Wait, is it just me, or did, like, my graphic elements shrank? Let me just fix this. Huh, that's weird. Auto. Yes, it's doing this. Isn't it like the bigger the cave, the higher chances for diamonds to spawn? Technically. Because it covers, like, more space. I would say, yeah, technically there is. I don't know why this HUD element suddenly got so small. It's very, very strange. There should be a Warren creepypasta. I'm sure there already is one, Ludwig, to be honest. Like, a lot of people find the Warren scary. And to be fair, that was intended, but... Honestly... I almost don't even think they should have done that. Wait. I definitely had more torches in this. F. F keys? Oh, okay, I see. I guess I could have pressed it. Huh. No. Well, I'll probably fix it next stream since this one's pretty close to wrapping up. But, yeah. Yeah. And we still don't have enough, I think. But honestly, I almost have a good idea of how we get the rest of our iron. Oh yeah, do I have an idea, actually? We might actually have enough, because I think there's actually some at our, like, house. We might have enough. This cave's making me claustrophobic. Yeah, I got it. So, at this point, I think let's just go home at this point. Oh, no, that's not the way home. Okay, so we're supposed to, let's see, make our way up. Okay, here's the way back. This isn't the way. Okay, I think this is the way back. It's not down there. Oh, we're low on food. Here we go. Am I mega lost? I thought I was mega lost, but I just found the way out. Yeah, here we go. So now, please tell me we have 4 iron ores, right? Okay, go to sleep, so it's day. There we go. Huh. Shoot. So we had literally no iron in there. Well, okay then. We'll have to figure out another time how to get those last 4 pieces of, like, iron. With that being said, though, MosaicArts is leaving the building. I think we made some decent progress today, even if not as much as we wanted to. We got fortune books, we got mending books. That's all looking good. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Make sure you follow MosaicArts for discussion content in both short and long form related to Minecraft, Nintendo, Mega Man, Sonic the Hedgehog, and anything else of what we're doing. Be sure to follow this channel for more streams such as this one, as well as highly edited gameplay videos related to what I've talked about prior. Be sure to follow Mosaic Shorts for short-form content related to all those 5 things of which we cover on this channel. Be sure to cover MosaicVODs to watch these stream archives after the original live stream wraps up. And until next time, spectators, see you the next show.